Okay team, it's 10 o'clock. We are ready to put some concrete down. I calculate it as 18 mixes. Fingers crossed, that is correct. In the end, it took something like 52 mixes. I calculated it to be 2.8 cubic meters of cement that I needed to mix. And at 2.2 to 2.8 tons per cubic meter, that was a huge amount of sand, gravel and cement to lift and shift. It took me 3 days. As you can see, I did 3 different slabs. And next time, I would definitely be ordering a truck. My first mix, the first slab that went down, was just way too wet and took a long time to dry. The second one was still a little bit wet, but much better, and the third one was just about right. If you are thinking of doing any cement in the winter time, I would recommend against it, or pay someone who knows what they're doing. And it was a lot of nerves and a lot of questioning, will it set? issue I'm having is that it's so cold, this foam comes out and doesn't really expand, so you don't think you've used enough, and then about half an hour later, as it slowly warms up, it all seeps out from between the joints. But that's okay, it'll still do what it is. Alright team, today I'm going to spray the wood coating, the protection. It's a 3-in-1 protection. We'll add a little bit of colour, we'll protect it from the UV, which shouldn't be too much of a problem, and it will protect it from any bugs that want to start eating into our nice roof here. I'm going to spray it on with compressed air, so I won't be able to show you much of it, but I should be able to show you the first couple of minutes before it gets too nasty. I'm going to get my compressor on, get my spray gun ready, get my mask on, and I'm going to get started. This is my spray gun. It's just a very basic one. In fact, I think I got this one off Alibaba. I think it was about 15 euros, something like that. Very simple. Liquid goes in the top, compressed air comes in the bottom, and out comes your product. You have a few little dials, you can adjust the pressure, and you can adjust the amount of product coming through. I used to do a lot of spray work when I worked on the super yachts, so for me this is just the easiest and fastest way to get it done. I can probably spray the whole roof within an hour, whereas if I try and sit here with a paintbrush and a roller, I could easily be here all day. Okay, that is all the spray done. It took a little over 30 minutes. It's such an easy way to do it. It is a little bit wasty. You do get a lot of overspray that just floats off into the distance. Or in this case, just makes it incredibly uncomfortable to be inside. But that's now all aired out. Next up, I need to make these walls look pretty and white. I think it's going to take 2, possibly 3 coats of paint. The paint I've bought is pretty cheap, and I think I'm going to regret that. Oh, it's not a rainy day here in Slovakia, but that's not a problem because we have a roof. Yeah. Okay team, that is it for this week. We are nearly in. We are so close. The hardest part for me is not just moving everything in straight away. You need to let the paint dry, and you do a second coat of paint. And there's a few other small jobs that I need to do before I can move stuff in. All being well, next week's video will be about moving into the dream shop. Yes, I'm so excited. It's been a long process. And I still have a fair way to go, but hopefully we'll get there. Have an awesome week, whatever you're up to, enjoy.